We're going to talk about sway. Moving the hips correctly in the start of the downswing is absolutely key, and it's an area that a lot of golfers get wrong, and I'm going to show you exactly what we need to be focusing on and doing. I'm also going to use the Hipstick. The Hipstick is a training aid that I designed both for online and face-to-face students to give them that sort of idea whether they're moving right or wrong, as you'll see throughout this video. So the idea is in the backswing position, we want to rotate the upper body first, and you can see the way the Hipstick does not move. Now, as I then complete the rotation, I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to keep this trail leg flexed, and what you can notice is the way that the pointer only gets to perpendicular. Okay, now, key thing that you'll notice in the top of your backswing position, right leg stays flexed, you'll trigger a state of internal hip rotation, which basically means the muscles inside your leg and your glute are going to become activated. It should also feel as though your right foot is wanting to spin kind of horizontally, okay, towards the right hand side in the backswing position, and it doesn't because of the friction that's underneath the ground and the foot. This is the key thing, starting the downswing position. Okay, so what we've essentially got to do is by the time I get to impact is I've got to get that stick to strike that stick. Okay, so it's not just a rotational movement like so where I rotate everything together, because you can see I clearly missed the stick. So what I need to start doing is getting the feeling that I need to move left. However, it's equally not this, because if you will literally move like this and you get all the weight on the left leg, you try move everything onto your left leg and then try to rotate, you're going to get stuck. So it does need to be a rotation, and you can see this through the Hipstick as I'm demonstrating. So I've turned up towards the top, and what you can tell when you practice this is the way that my weight momentarily stays on my right side as I pull the left hip back, you see. Boom, boom. Now what then happens is that I continue to rotate, my pelvis will then continue to turn into the leg, and that will then have this effect where everything else joins the party. And look, to keep this more simple, this is what I'm saying, the idea of the Hipstick is you get it in line with the lead ankle, and what I'm basically saying to students is just get the stick to strike the other stick coming in towards this point of impact position. Okay, like so. And if you do that with getting the sensation of your shoulders staying nice and square, then you're going to end up doing the correct sort of thing when it comes to the impact position. So the key thing that you've really got to understand is having the correct sequence in the backswing position helps you load the leg correctly. What you then want to do is get the feeling of pulling the left hip back and accept that momentarily the weight needs to stay on that right hand side. That's the key thing. And if you practice like this and you just mess around the house like this, you'll start to understand where you're going wrong, or potentially maybe right. If you need me, head over to the website restorativegolf.com. Have a look beneath in the shop if you're interested in a Hipstick. I'll see you soon.